You're listening to the Murder Speaks podcast, the show that spills the tea about true crime. Here's your host, Wendy Hinbest.
Hey, welcome back to Murder Speaks. So sorry my episode's a little bit late this week. It's been a very, very busy week with Christmas coming up, Christmas shopping and, oh my goodness, so busy. And, my kids have stuff at school, pajama day and Christmas sock day and, running around trying to get everything they need. It's been a crazy week. I hope all of you are staying safe. So let's get to it. So today's real crime story is about 17-year-old Shauna Card of Orlando, Florida. Her mother came home and found her lying in a pool of blood. She called 911 and she called Shauna's father. It was a bloody scene. She had puncture wounds to her face and stab wounds to her neck and abdomen, but there was no sign of forced entry. So Shauna might have known her killer. All the weapons used to kill Shauna came from her home. Police collected about 6 different weapons and numerous blood samples were taken. The medical examiner found no evidence of a sexual attack. She had over 80 stab wounds. So whoever killed her had a lot of rage towards her. The police questioned Shauna's dad.
Have you seen your daughter today? Do you have a key to their home?
No. I'm just totally shocked. I don't understand.
A few weeks before she was murdered, she moved out of her dad's place and moved in with her mom. Shauna was murdered between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. And Shauna's dad tells police that he was at work during that time. The resort he worked at is close to the murder scene. There was an hour and a half time that nobody can corroborate where he was. Her father took a lie detector test, and the first time there was issues, so he was asked to take another one. And the police were convinced that he had nothing to do with it. The police talked to her friends at school.
Now, in the day when she was murdered, you saw her walk through her apartment, walking towards her house. She had not gone straight home. Was she by herself? Yes.
Apparently, she wrote about a boy named Marcus in her journal. Her parents did not know anything about Marcus. It looks like Marcus has been part of her life for about 7 months.
You were right the same bus home, is that correct?
Yeah.
Where did you get off at?
That's the bus.
Who else got off the bus that you knew?
Everybody. Samar, Roxanne, Marcus.
Marcus?
Yeah.
Shauna calls her friend and tells her friend about her new boyfriend.
She'd met this new boy and she was happy, and I don't know where she met him. I don't know how she met him. I didn't know anything except for this guy named Marcus. I mean, I could hear the happiness in her voice. So it was, to me, I thought pretty significant.
The police talked to the Marcus her classmate mentioned, but he had no relationship with Shauna.
The biggest question tonight is, who is this Marcus person?
They're looking to question a man known only as Marcus.
Marcus is believed to be a boyfriend. There's a man named Marcus who is apparently one of Shauna's boyfriends. They are looking for that boyfriend named Marcus.
The police realize Marcus is fictitious. There was blood at the crime scene that belonged to the killer. It was found in the sink. It had to be somebody who was familiar with her routine. It looks like a crime of passion. And it looked like it was committed by somebody her age. The police tested a lot of people, but nothing. There didn't appear to be a motive. Then a guy named Jimmy Bedoya became a suspect. He lived in the same apartment complex as Shauna. The police asked him for a DNA sample. Several months later, his DNA came back. He was Shauna's classmate, and he had no history of violence. His fingerprints were on the knife. The police interview him, and he tells police he has never been in her apartment. However, the police confronted him with the evidence. At that point, he knew he was caught. March 9th, 1998. He was arrested. He didn't take the stand, as there was lack of motive. So nobody knows why he killed Shauna. After 4 days of deliberation, he was charged with first-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison. That is so crazy. He has no violent history. He's never been arrested or anything. And then he just woke up one day and decided, I'm going to murder Shauna Card. And just went ballistic and overkilled her. It's bizarre. Well, thank you so much for joining me on this week's true crime story. If you like it, please share it. Sharing is caring. And if you are a true crime addict like me, check out my store, crystalkiss.com. That's Crystal with a K, for some murder merch. Start killing it with murder merch. Check out my YouTube channel. I post my podcasts there as well. And I have another YouTube channel called Wendy Boo, where I play video games with my kids. So check that out too. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you have a great week and stay safe. Don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for listening. Bye.